man, but this is Ty Talks. I'm your host, Tyran Daves, and I'll be breaking down some topics in the world of sports, debates, hot takes, and all the moments to keep the game talking. Remember, like, share, subscribe to Ty Talks Podcast 1. All right, guys, we got a special guest today, comedian, rapper, you know what I'm saying, King Cannon, man.
That me.
Yeah, that's you, bro.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. So, from the beginning, bro, how did you get into this comedian, actor, all this type of stuff?
Man, to be honest, it's a family business for real. It was a situation I was kind of born into. I was performing for people before I knew words for real, you know what I'm saying? Just in terms of the fact that my dad had a very big affinity and liking to just like cameras and production and stuff like that. So, and I come from a family of like, brothers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We thought we was the Jacksons before, you know what I'm saying? We thought we was anybody else. So because of that, I had a lot of, influences. One of my brothers ended up becoming famous, world renowned, and after that, you don't really got too much of a choice. You feel me? It's either hoop or do that. You feel me? I tried to do both, but I leaned towards trying to make people laugh.
How many siblings you got?
It's 4 of us. It's 5 of us total, but I have 4 siblings. You understand what I'm saying? So,
you're the youngest?
Baby, super baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
you grew up watching.
I lost a lot of fights.
So, what was your childhood like? Like, what was it like being around that environment?
It was interesting. I kind of lived like 2 different childhoods, I would say, just because I come from a very big family. But by the time I was 7 years old, all of my brothers moved to California, you know what I'm saying, across the country to live with my pops. So I had the big family, a lot of, records and commotion going on in the house experience, and then I had the only child experience from like the point of 7 on. So, it's different things. You learn a lot about being the youngest. Like I said, I lost a lot of fights, but then by the time I'm the only one in the house and I just go out into the world, people can see these hands. Not playing. But you know what I'm saying? It just prepare you for different stuff. So I kind of, like I said, I got the best and the worst of both experiences. So
you grew up in Charlotte?
Born and raised, yes, sir. Whole time.
You went to college here and stuff like that?
I did not. So I went to school here, all 3, middle school, elementary school, high school situation. Then I went to Howard University. When I graduated, spent like 5 years in D.C., and then from there went to L.A. And started working, a lot more heavily in entertainment.
Howard, bro, you a smart brother, ain't it?
You feel me? I mean, that's what they say. That's what they said. But then I went to Howard and I realized, you feel me? Howard students come in all different shapes, sizes, and intellects. So
everybody
you
probably gotta have over 4.0 GPA there.
It's not that crazy. The cool thing is that's what people think. So when I was going around telling people I went to Howard, they thought I was a little smarter than I was. And the whole time, you feel me? It was a great time. I'm not gonna say nothing about my school. HU, you know what I'm saying. But you feel me? The cool thing is it's like black people from all over. You know what I'm saying? So you get to see the diversity of just black people. So a lot of people smart, but there's a bunch of hood niggas that walk around Howard every day. It look like, you know what I'm saying, your regular, everyday microcosm of just black people, so it's super dope.
Okay. So these people don't know. Tell them who your brother is, man.
For the people that don't know, my brother goes by the name of Nick Cannon. We call him Nicholas at the crib. Okay. You feel me? But that my dog, you feel me? Learned a lot from gang. It's so much to learn from. He done been involved in every form of entertainment that you can think of, so that my OG, you feel me?
What was your favorite movie by him growing up?
Drumline. It's not really even close.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Okay, I guess it is a little close. For a long time, Drumline stood like head and shoulders above everything else. It took time for like Love Don't Cost a Thing to kind of like grow and become like the cultural, phenomenon that it grew into. But from day one, before the movie came out, Drumline was that. So. And that was like a very pivotal time. I think I was maybe like in 1st grade when Drumline is coming out. And that's the movie that kind of changed everything for gang. So Drumline got a special place in like all of our hearts. For real.
So fast forward, how did you get into Wildin' Out? Like, how was...
So I went to Howard. My degree is in television and film production at this time. I'm probably like a junior. One phone call from Big Bro. So, you know what I'm saying, you about to graduate, you know what I'm saying, what you looking to do? Like, what you thinking about, you know what I'm saying, putting your hands into? And, of course, I wanted to I thought I was supposed to be a child star for real. So really I'm behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm late. We need to get this ball rolling for real. And the first thing I can think of is, you feel me, there's a long-standing production going on right now. What I got to do to get on Wild 'N Out? He said, stay close to your email. And you know what I'm saying? The rest was history. So I started at Wild 'N Out as a production assistant, which is entry-level, day one work. You know what I'm saying? Take that trash, throw it in the trash can, you know what I'm saying? Wipe them tables down. And just kind of worked my way from there, and ended up holding, you know, as a writer, producer, cast member, all simultaneously. It was a lot of growth. It was a lot of growth.
So what was it like working with DC, Conceited, the rest of them guys?
The super cool thing about Wild 'N Out, man, it's like a very much a family environment. When I got in, of course, I'm already family, so I'm doing my best to try not to be baby bro here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to earn my stripes. And one thing that, you know, those guys do, the DCs, the Chicos, the Hitmans, all, you know, everybody on the cast is, they're going to embrace you, but you ain't no different, gang. You feel me? So we going to throw you in the fire. You going to get these jokes. We going to crack on you just like everybody else, because that's what this environment kind of is made for. So
you was thrown in the fire, too, what you said to Conceited.
Man, what? You said what?
What you said to Conceited.
I don't know. I said a lot of stuff to Conceited. Yeah. Me and Conceited go back and forth. Like, when I first got there, I think my goal was to, like, really go at the battle rappers, just because I was such a fan of battle rap before anything having to do with them being on Wild 'N Out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a passion of mine, like in high school. So to meet them on my brother's show, it's like, and to have the opportunity to share a stage with them. I'm trying to get some fake battles going on right now. Like, this is all I'm keeping score in my head. Like, I'm up against Conceited. He know I'm up. It's cool, Con. Grow up. But little stuff like that. So it's super dope. Like, those relationships are second to none to be able to have. Like I said, to go from watching them people to call these people your homies and be able to talk a little trash to them is like I said, second to none.
So what was your favorite moment on the show from your point of view?
From my point of view, my favorite moment, I mean, of course, the iconic Big Shoe moment, you feel me? That's one of the biggest moments in Wild 'N Out history. I don't care how y'all look at it, you know what I'm saying? That joint is up there. That was super dope because, like I said, I'm a fan of these people. I'm a fan of this show, been a fan of it the whole time, and that's really like my first episode for real. So the first time I'm stepping on to kind of get jumped by everybody. Luckily, I come from a big house, like I said, a big brother, so I know what that is. You feel me? A lot of people might have been a little intimidated, but I know when people take that much time to pay attention to you, and, you know what I'm saying, rough you up a little bit, that mean they all rock with you. So that was the start of, you know, everything else from Wild 'N Out. So I'll go with the Big Shoe moment. It's cool. And the whole time, my shoes ain't really that big. It's just everybody on the show is like 5'4" and a half for real. So these is like grown man sizes. But it's fine. We can keep it pushing. We ain't got to talk about it.
So you got a podcast, too. It's a family podcast, ain't it?
Well, like I said, it's a family business. You feel me? So every one of my brothers got something going on. So I do my own interview series. You know what I'm saying? I call it that, a little less than a podcast. Where I just kind of sit down with people that I was able to meet and, you know, chop it up with along the ways of entertainment and stuff like that, and really like pick their brain. The goal is to funnel some information, you know what I'm saying, from myself to the people that I was able to meet in entertainment, to some of the people that might be inspiring, trying to get to some of these places. I like to call it like a little game transfer. So I call it joint Little Brother Questions. You can check that out on my Instagrams, my YouTube, all of the social medias and stuff like that. But it's super dope. I was, like I said, able to chop it up with some really cool people. Being afforded to bump into a lot of prominent people, moving and shaking, a lot of successful people. Like I said, you kind of wanted to find an avenue to funnel the conversations that I was hearing and kind of give them back to people that they could be useful to.
So you trying to continue this, being an actor and stuff like that? That's what you still pursuing?
The crazy thing is, in working in, you know, LA and in Hollywood and entertainment and stuff like that, being able to see it so close because off the back of my brother, I feel like I've been able to see certain things, and as the industry changes, it's like those positions that people kind of aspire for, the traditional actor, the traditional musician, or whatever the case may be, that's all like shifting to something new, to something bigger. So as I kind of sit in the landscape and kind of watch and pick and choose, more than anything, my goal is to be a creator. I know that sounds a little cliche in 2026, but one of the things I learned from Big Bro is to be multifaceted, and especially when it comes to the media that you create in. So yeah, I want to write television shows and animated shows and movies and plays and all of the whole nine. I love music. I love skits, and there's a lot that I ultimately want to create. And I learned early not to pigeonhole myself into one thing.
Facts. So, what's your dream? Like, what type of movie or show would you want to write? Like, what's something you got on the top of your head?
See, that's the thing. It's a long list of ideas, concepts and things that I want to get to. I think more than anything, as of now, my primary goal is to really establish myself in the city. Since I've done a lot of work in LA and Atlanta and New York, all of those, the cool thing, but ain't no place like home for real. That's part of the reason that I moved from California to here, is understanding that all of the things I'm doing. It's amazing, but I got a city that needs a person just like me here. So wanted to take my talents to not quite South Beach, but you know what I'm saying, the Beatty's Ford, you feel me? And try to go crazy from there. So a lot of, like I said, my primary work has been working with some of my creative partners. The super producer Dose, is kind of making a lot of waves around in the city. Dose, that's been my dog since high school, and we've been putting together a lot of major plays that's going to take people by storm and kind of get the city something that is missing, I would say, from people that's from here. You feel me? I know a lot of the city got to...
So what you think Charlotte missing from this? Like,
man,
getting people out there, like, what is missing from the city?
One thing that it could use, I feel like the city got a lot of culture, but it doesn't have a lot of places for culture to be put on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? My time spent in D.C., my time spent in L.A., you kind of see that. You see where black people, black culture kind of goes, and they have a house, a place, a home that they can kind of like cultivate and just be that and be creative. And from those places, everything that, becomes world renowned later starts in those places like that. And I think our city is missing a hub, a place where creators can go, where I can link with the next up-and-coming hottest such and such in the city, and we can all kind of cultivate and grow together. I think that is crucial. And like I said, the experience in the places I've been able to go and see, I want to bring the things that I've seen there back home. So
I feel you.
That's what me and the team working on.
I feel you. So skipping forward to LeBron James.
Okay, Bron. All right, let's talk about Bron then. Yeah.
He the GOAT for you? Like, all serious, is he the GOAT for you? Like,
is Bron the GOAT? See, every day this question
I know this question
more difficult to answer, because Gang is not supposed to be playing this good at 49 years old. What is he, 58? Like, however old LeBron James is today, he's still averaging like 25 points, and that's not supposed to be happening.
He the GOAT for me, just like off of, bro, you shouldn't be eliminating 23-year-olds.
You like, Gang, it's starting to become ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, had you asked me this like 4 or 5 years ago, I'd be like, hell no, LeBron James ain't the GOAT. Exactly. He don't got as many rings and all. I would have did the. But it's like, Gang, how long are people gonna be able to keep asking me this while he's actively averaging 25 points? It's like, all right, man, it's starting to. So to answer your question, I don't think so. You feel like I don't think he the GOAT, but it's starting to look like it, and it's making me a little uncomfortable. If you want me to be all the way honest,
he shouldn't be doing this.
Like, it's Gang. Somebody, I don't know. Go ahead. He the GOAT. Fuck it. I said it.
And then playing with his sons.
I already said it, Gang. You just gonna make me keep saying it? Like, it hurts. I don't want to believe this. Like, I'm wearing J's.
Who your favorite player?
It's Mike, man. Like, okay. In all seriousness, like, let's talk. Because I was trying to let it go, but now you really want to talk.
I want to push you, bro.
So look, if we talking about who was the most dominant, who dominated basketball and their peers in a way that we've never seen, it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Like, to do what he did in basically 11 years, to win 3 in a row, finals MVP the whole thing, to stop playing basketball. Like, I'm cool on it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Come back and do the same thing. Like, that level of dominance, that peak is unmatched. You feel me? Had he kept going, ain't no telling what we would have seen. But he didn't. And Brian is currently doing it right now. And I was in like 4th grade. I was probably younger than that. I was probably like in 3rd grade when this man got drafted. Yeah. And I am 30 years old.
I feel you, bro. I'm 29. I'm right behind you, so it's insane, bro. That's like.
Let's move on. I don't want to keep talking about this, man.
Why you don't want to talk about LeBron?
Because I'm not going to say a Bron hater, but I've been on the other side of history and the LeBron argument, and it's been fun, but it's not getting fun. This nigga was supposed to have retired at least 5 years ago, and it's like he won't do it, and it's making my arguments a lot harder. So let's move on. I done said enough. I done gave him his flowers. I said I think he might maybe potentially be the GOAT, depending on how you slice it. That's the best you're gonna get out of me, man. Next question.
All right, bro. So jumping into this music, bro. This music side. Who's some of your top 5 artists of all time?
Top 5
Who you grew up listening
like
to?
artists or like
Rappers.
rappers?
Complete.
Top 5 rappers of all
Complete.
time. Ooh, that's tough. Top 5 rappers of all time, no particular order. I'm just gonna give you 5.
Nah, we don't need no order.
All right, I'm gonna go Pockets in my top 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Kendrick Lamar is in my top 5. Okay. It's hard for me to say this recently, but Aubrey Drake Graham is in my top 5.
You got to longevity.
You understand. Yeah. That guy's in my top 5. I'm going to say this is where it gets tough. Andre 3000 is in my personal top 5. I wouldn't say he is. I wouldn't make the GOAT argument for game, but in my personal top 5, I'm going there. And interestingly enough, I would probably go Ye is in my top 5.
Okay.
I feel like that's a solid top 5. You feel me? I'm putting in a lot of pain. My guys are smoking shit. Can we curse on here? I done cursed a whole bunch already.
So Ye, that's your favorite? Being that's like
Kendrick is actually my favorite. Okay. I would say I'm a very big Dot fan. So yeah. We've been on a very big high for the last 2 years.
What's your top 5 K-Dot songs?
K-Dot songs? Mm-hmm. How much time we got? Jeez. Top 5 K-Dot songs. Let's go Sing About Me Dying of Thirst. That's probably one of my favorite songs, period. That's a deep cut. You can do your research, kids, if you ain't heard that one. I'll probably go like Money Trees. You know what I'm saying? Good Kid, Mad City is one of my favorite albums. I would probably go Count Me Out just because that's a great song to play when you sad or you need some motivation going. 3 more? I'm going to say, this is not his song, but it's a feature. I'm going Bless, Schoolboy Q featuring Kendrick Lamar. It's probably one of my favorite Kendrick verses. And then we'll round this joint off with Rihanna. Hey, Rihanna, how you doing? Loyalty. I love that song. Kendrick on it, but it's Rihanna really
too. That boy started smiling.
You feel me? What's up, ASAP? How you doing or whatever? But I'm just saying, Riri, if you ever see this, just know that I really do think you did a great job on Loyalty. It's one of my personal favorites.
So
talk to you later. I was talking to Rihanna. Just let me finish talking to Rihanna real quick. I'll see you later, Rihanna. Just whenever we do cross paths, just remember I'm a big fan. Okay.
This man in love with Rihanna.
Who not? You not? You sound like I'm crazy.
I ain't never been that
Rihanna. See, you was a bronze stan growing up. You ain't like Rihanna. Let's wrap this up, please. Nah, it's like, everybody got their taste, but Rihanna did it for me, man. I ain't gonna hold you. You feel me?
I like the Shanti growing up, so that's
okay. I'm not mad. You like baby hairs and sideburns. I get it. Nah, I understand. Yeah, a little chin fat. I'm gonna be quiet. Hey.
So what's something you got going on in the future, man? What's something we can expect from King Cannon?
More content, man. More content. I really been took the last year to really solidify myself, like just my basics and get to move. I'm a homeowner now. You feel me? I'm doing different type of things. I'm my grown man. But now that I kind of got that in a very good spot, I'm saying took care of my dukes, making sure everything good at the crib. I'm back on my creative bag. I've been inside. You know what I'm saying, cutting grass and painting.
Inside, not outside.
You know what I'm saying, cutting grass and painting houses and walls and stuff like that. It's about time to step out. So yeah, expect a lot more content, a lot more interviews. Events, like, event planning and curating culture is something that's really important to me. So expect a lot from the kid coming up.
Tell these people where to follow you, Matt, man.
The King Cannon on Instagram, on all of the platforms, really. Check out Little Brother Questions. That's on my YouTube. You can, you know what I'm saying? King Cannon, Javen Cannon, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Type it in the search bar. I'll be doing stuff. You feel me? Right. But I appreciate the love. I appreciate being here, gang.
Definitely, bro. Appreciate appreciate you too.
Yes, sir.
Look, like, share, subscribe to Ty Talks Podcast 1. More content, more content, more content. Peace out.
Yes, sir.